Greetings and
welcome everybody.
Welcome. You know what? We're
Lovely
back
to see you. Yes.
and we're celebrating. And we're going to meet the person who we're going to celebrate with. And, you know, it's been a revelation this week, or shall we say last week, because it was fantastic. It went beyond what we had actually dreamed of, and we dreamed big. So the next one is going to be even bigger. But, you know, everyone who attended said that it was a marvelous event and well organized, on time. And what I can say is we had a lot of support from family, friends, and those people who wanted to see Black Business Recommendation do the right thing and do good. So we thank those of you who attended,
and those of you,
and those of you who weren't able to attend. You know what you have to do for next year. Okay, so
it was great. It was great.
It was a great event. You know?
It was lovely to award all of those wonderful people, which we'll talk about a bit later on.
Yeah.
But today is all about the winner.
The winner, right? The one who collected. Yeah. And so, without further ado, we would like to introduce you to the winner, and we'll allow him to introduce himself and the name of his company.
Okay, come on in, my darling. I'm not going to say your name. You said.
Hi there, guys.
Hello.
It's wonderful to see you.
Lovely to see you.
Congratulations. You know,
thank you very much.
From the independent panel of judges, you were voted unanimously. Would you believe it? You were voted unanimously. And, you know, it's been a real pleasure to see what it is that you do. We did not know.
No.
We stayed away from any decision making, and all we had was the announcement. So, you know, introduce yourself to the audience, please.
So, hi there, guys. Nice to meet you. My name is Tosin. I'm 1/3 of the company I Did 3D. I have two other business partners, Carl and Adrian. And together what we do is 3D printing, product design, and pretty much innovation with anything to do with 3D, immersive marketing. So we're looking at the future of products manufacturing and how businesses present that. Specifically though, and I think this is what I think captures most people's attention, we make action figures and statues out of people.
Wow.
So that is the main, or one of the main products that we push, but we also do product design and 3D animation as well.
Okay, so
that's brilliant. And once again, I'm going to say congratulations, because I just think it's just so innovative what you guys do.
And when we actually saw some of the figurines that you've done, and there was one gentleman that you did, and he held the figurine in his hand, and it was like looking at a small mirror. It was absolutely fantastic. The colors, the vibrancy, the pose, everything was unique. And I think that's what pulled the judges towards what you did.
Yeah.
And it's really good to see, because we have other symbols that you've actually done. You know, the face mask and so on, the statues. That is just another component. So it's really good. Where did you get this idea from?
So
how did it start?
How did it start? That's where we need to get from. How did it start?
How did it start? I think it just started by taking initiative to just do something. For me personally, where I was coming from, I saw a psychology experiment which looked at children and it was really exploring how they view themselves. So they had a black doll and they had a white doll, and the experiment was asking them to pick which one do you consider beautiful, which one do you consider ugly. And it was pretty similar to what you're saying. The decision was, in terms of the winner, it was unanimous. I think the results that, you know, unfortunately the black children chose the black doll as ugly, and the white one. And what I thought was, if we are viewing ourselves negatively from such a young age, then that is an unfair advantage that we don't have, that will actually continue with us into adulthood. So although on the surface it looks trivial, as in it's just maybe people think it's a bit of vanity having a big statue of yourself or action figure of yourself, but it's supposed to be more than that. And throughout the journey, we realized that it's not actually just a specific race thing, or it's a person thing. It's a human thing. You can see yourself in
reflection.
Yeah. So that's where it came from.
Now I saw one of your figurines. Can I call it a figurine or
a statue? Or statue or figurine?
Either or, but yeah.
Okay, so I saw one of your figurines with a father and son. Yeah, in the blue.
Yeah.
That was just outstanding because
it's
never been seen before. Yeah, whereas you've got a father and a son together, and it's just amazing that that can be put onto your mantelpiece and say, this is who we are. And it reflected so much that has not been done in our community. So that's a really positive move, because now, take it forward, you've got parents and their children, parents together, so many aspects of it. So how did you get to design that particular piece of work? What's the process?
I'm glad you asked that question, because I think that's probably on a lot of people's minds. We utilize 3D technology. So what we decided to do was there are industrial scanners, right, which are highly detailed scanners, but typically they're used for reverse engineering, creating prototypes. Because of the level of the detail, that's what they have just conventionally been used for. We decided to add a creative spin, and we just decided to use the same scanner to scan human beings. And so what that means is through our process, we capture people's biometric data. So it's not an artist's rendition of what somebody looks like. It's actually, in the same way a camera works, it's measuring the distance between features. So the distance between your eyebrows and your eyes, and that's why nobody can really say, oh, people have tried, but you can't really say, oh,
that don't look like me.
That's
not flattering enough. This is really used.
Quite scientific, actually, isn't it? Really, yeah.
So, in terms of scale, what is the scale size from the person to the model? Is it? It looks like a 1:7 kind of thing, or is it?
So
more?
We actually have full control over the size. We can do 1-for-1 life size scale as well.
Wow!
Wow! Okay.
Yeah. So what it is it's not as if we just scan them and then print. There is a work in between where we have to clean up the model. If somebody needs customization, like for example, there's a product that we did for a young man who his favorite character is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, what we did is we were able to fuse his face with Sonic the Hedgehog in order to customize it. And then my business partner, he put his head on Spider-Man.
That is amazing.
Venom, the naughty
Venom.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, obviously, you've got such talent there, because that is quite scientific and everything. Where did those skills come from, or how did you get into that side and say, right, this is the actual industry that I want to get into?
To be honest, it was never my intention. I can't speak for my business partners, because it's kind of as if we all came from different paths and and then we found each other. So one of my business partner, his name is Carl. He's studying aerospace engineering. Essentially, that is what you would call rocket science, I guess.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
He's doing, if not the most difficult, or one of the most difficult courses that exist. And then my other business partner has been doing architecture for over 25 years. So they have more of a technical background than I do when it comes to, the industry we'll call additive manufacturing, because he also makes lights and puts things together. And then my business partner is essentially an engineer. Me personally, I come from more of a sales and marketing background. I'm what you would call a thinker, and I spend a lot of time thinking about ideas. But what made this union special is that each person within the business brings a different element, and we're able to make it work. Hasn't always been easy, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
nothing worth having comes easy, and it was
Yeah.
you know, that's why this coming at this time is really great for us, and it's very encouraging.
Amazing.
So, how did
amazing.
you find out about the £10,000 initiative? How did you find out about it?
So two people sent it to me. My business partner sent it to me, and my uncle sent it to me. So I received it from multiple sources, which
Okay.
you know, whenever you're getting something from multiple sources that are unrelated, it adds credibility. You know, and I was just excited at the prospect, and we kind of just applied and then went
Yeah.
about our business. And
Yes.
one morning, he called, and the rest was history.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Coming back to the business now, because obviously, I don't know how extensive it is, but I don't think we've ever seen a business that actually offers this type of production and service to customers or to, you know, corporate companies or anything. Is there a market for this?
I would say definitely in terms of the products that are going to be top sellers. I think that it depends on who you're targeting to. There are a lot of different pockets within this industry. So, for example, if we wanted to focus on product design, we can do that. We can do you know, many small parts. For example, I don't know if you can see this. Put this to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Little
So
face
that
inside.
obviously that's for a bottle.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
know, and that is, I don't know if I should have put that on camera. Now our idea might get stolen, but it is what
Oh,
it is.
no. Well, that's all part of learning in terms of you know, securing or trademarking and patenting your design. So
100%. Hopefully, we don't have to learn the hard way.
hopefully not.
But yeah, go ahead.
I think that in terms of the variants that you can actually use within what you're doing, I just want to come back to some of the practicality. So if myself and Lorraine wanted to do something, as you know we do, right? And we want to do a figurine for the two of us, like here and now,
Yeah.
what would be the process for that?
Right. So there are different ways. The process that we recommend for optimal results is the in-person scan. So that's when you book an appointment with us. So you set a time, date, location. We come to you or you come to us, and then we scan you using our 3D scanner. So what that involves is you standing still in a position that you'd be happy with for the statue, and then we go around you with our scanner until we've captured basically all of your biometric data. If you then wanted it customized, let's say you wanted to be Batman, and you wanted Mrs. Bello to be Lois Lane,
Yeah.
then we can customize the outfits for you so that it meets your requirement. And then after that, we take it to our printer. We print it. After the print, then we kind of do the post production, which might involve a bit of sanding, dusting off, painting, because we do hand painted items as well. But we also have machinery, and we will be investing in machinery that can do multiple colors on one figurine to reduce some of the manual labor that we would have to do.
Right. And so that whole process, are we talking weeks here or a couple of or months?
No, so depending, let's say, assuming we didn't have any backlog of clients that we needed to deal with. For example, we went to scan a client today, and that's where I was coming back from before this interview now. And so we scanned him today on Monday. He's leaving the country on Thursday, and so our goal is to have his statue with him, fully done, painted before he leaves.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
So
understood.
the painting as well. So is the painting a completely separate thing? So once you have made the whole structure, when it comes to the painting, who's the artist? Who's the painter?
So
To
my
get
business
all those
partner,
little nits.
my business partner, of course, she's the main one who does all of the painting. But we have, I would say, not too many individuals, but we have a few freelancers that we consult when sometimes the workload gets overwhelming,
Yeah.
or if we want a higher level of detail from a well-experienced fine artist, and then we will
Okay.
to them. So we do have options.
Excellent. I just want to say, anybody, welcome again. Thank you for joining us. We are speaking with Tosin Bankole, one of the winners of the £10,000 business development loan, ID 3D.
No, remember what he said. I did
3D.
Yeah, but we're always saying ID, right?
To be honest, the way that you said it, it sounds pretty cool.
Well, we just want to make sure that I say it correctly.
I think when we say it like that, it sounds like we're rubber stamping it. ID 3D.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
it just it gives it that gravitas.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
but same way I did 3D, same thing, because that means that someone has done 3D. They've got ID. Yeah, they've got 3D figurine.
Yeah, 3D.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So in terms of, let's talk about you've got your two partners now. How is it a full-time occupation, or how do you then manage to run it as a triplicate? I mean, what are your responsibilities? I know you said about what their skill sets are.
Yes.
But where do you kind of have meetings about how to go to the next level? What do you do? How do you look at that?
Oh, 100%. So we have learned the importance of clear communication and clearly defining each other's roles and responsibilities so that we can work in harmony, because I still have a full-time job at the moment. My other business partner works as well. So we all are trying to make it work around our schedule, around busy life. It just takes a lot of dedication, determination, a lot of late nights, early mornings. We have to do what we need to do, and then lean on and utilize technology and systems to make things as efficient as possible so that we can be productive.
Okay, so in terms of where you see this going, about for you yourself, do you see this being your full-time only occupation? And if you do, when do you see that happening?
Well, I would say this. The goal wasn't to set up a business to then become a full-time employee to my own business. The goal was to set up a business which would allow me to have financial freedom, and live a certain level and quality of life where I wasn't restricted because of finances. And so that is what I see for myself in terms of setting up a business that is self-sustainable, and able to generate enough money to make sure that everybody involved is happy, covers their cost of living, and has a certain level of financial freedom. So I know that probably sounded like a politician's answer.
No, it sounded like the appropriate answer, because you've actually hit it on the head, nailed it on the head, because a lot of people are not necessarily looking to work for someone else. They're looking to make their work for them. So you've hit it on the head, because it's identifying what you want and working towards that. So kudos to you, to be honest. I mean, to you and your partners. So how did the partnership come about then? Because now here comes the story. We all met in a pub and we decided
let's do this.
Let's do this. How did the partnership come about?
Well, you're not too far off, except there was no alcohol involved. We were not in
good. Clear minds.
But it was a cafe, actually, in South Norwood. So I met my first business partner, Kush, in the cafe, and he's the architect who does the majority of the painting, adds the creative direction to the models, and kind of puts his cool artistic spin on it. So I think I just met him in a cafe, and we struck up an organic conversation. At the time, I was doing digital marketing. I was showing him some of my work. He was showing me some of the work that he does. So some of the lights that he's made and his plant pots that he's designed and built. And I was just pretty fascinated, to be honest with you. So I said to myself, damn, I have to stay in contact with this gentleman. And then shortly after, he let me know that he had a space, which was in Brixton, which was where we set up our company. And so, yeah, pretty much the rest is history. After we had, begun working together, I then was looking for someone who understood how to maintain and operate the machines. And so I on LinkedIn, I probably must have reached out to close to 100 people, and whittled them down, had conversations with as many as possible, brought a few down to the space, and then through process of elimination, found my third business partner or second business partner, Carl. And he's just when it comes to the amount of work, passion, because he's coming from even further than Kush and I. So the amount of effort, sweat equity that he's put into the business, I couldn't have asked for better business partners, and I'm very grateful.
Excellent. Wow. So that's just gelled.
Wonderful.
You found a partnership that's actually a very strong one that you can see growing going forward. That's amazing.
So
that's wonderful.
I mean, that is really something to behold, because a lot of people find it difficult to maintain a partnership. What do you think has held you all together as a partnership
so far? Yeah.
I would say probably understanding that this is bigger than us and staying focused on the bigger picture. And because even if we have disagreements in terms of how things should be done, it's mainly because we're all passionate.
Yes.
And it's mainly because we all want this to work, and we've given up a certain amount of time, energy, effort, money to make this happen. And we don't want it to just disappear or
of course
something that is not substantial. So
yeah,
we always have that in the back of our head, and sometimes we need to breathe and then return to the table. But at the end of the day, we're all focused on succeeding with this. So that's the main thing that I would say keeps us together.
Brilliant.
Wonderful.
Listen, everybody, stay with us for a moment. We're just going to have a couple of seconds break, okay, and we'll be back with more from Tosin. Okay, thank you.
Are you looking for a powerful way to make positive changes in your life? If so, consider hypnotherapy. At Leonora BB Hypnotherapy Services, we offer a range of services to help you overcome obstacles and achieve your goals. We use proven techniques to help you tap into the power of your subconscious mind. Whether you're looking to quit smoking, manage stress and anxiety, lose weight, or improve your self-confidence, we can help. During our sessions, you will be guided into a deep state of relaxation, where your subconscious mind can be accessed and reprogrammed to help you achieve your goals. With hypnotherapy, you'll be able to overcome limiting beliefs and behaviors that have been holding you back and move towards a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Contact us today to learn more about how hypnotherapy can help you achieve your goals and live your best life.
And we're back.
Hello.
If that is of any interest to you, okay, do contact. And if you are wanting even further details, we can share those with you. Just leave it in the chat, okay? So, yeah, we carry on, and we're back with Tosin Bankole from ID 3D. I'm going to say, right? Okay. The winner of the £10,000 business development loan. It's an amazing company that deals with 3D design. And we're just going to share and find out a little bit more about how it's going to spend some of this money.
Yes, so I think the next phase is, let's talk about the night itself and how did it go for you? That was first and foremost.
I think I might embarrass you now. 'Cause I'm
leave,
gonna put some
leave,
pictures
leave
up.
the winning for the
Ah.
moment. But how was the night for you? How was it going?
So leading up to the moment was pretty good. I was at my uncle's house, the uncle that was with me at the event, catching up with him. So I spent a day with him, just talking about business, catching up about how things have gone so far, him giving his opinion and perspective on what I need to do, how I need to do it. He's a qualified accountant. So he always gives me like really good, solid financial advice. So I was pretty relaxed, to be honest with you, but I think I was. I don't think I expected. Um, I'm not saying that we didn't expect to win, right? But the shock of hearing our name announced still hit me, whether I believed we had a chance or not.
Oh,
So the thing I could
I've
have
got to
just
show the picture. You can continue talking. There you go. That's one.
There was another picture that I was looking for. It
Yeah.
was if you sat on a chair with a check on the floor and you just mesmerized. It was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Yeah, it's wonderful. That's good. That's good. And how did your partners feel? I mean, did you get on the phone to them?
Of course, definitely. So they were happy, they were ecstatic. I think for us, we've literally just come off the back of a move, a relocation from our place in Brixton. So we were in the basement of a restaurant in Brixton, and that's where we set up our space.
Right.
But it was getting too small, too congested, and for other reasons, we had to move. So we literally spent the last, I'd say, 1.5 to 2 months rebuilding our new location, and I do mean rebuilding. So not so much me. I have to admit,
Yeah.
my team members probably put in majority of the manual labor. I did my little bit, but we had to get wood, cut the wood, measure things, put the ceilings up, put the shelves up, and really get it done. So now that we've finally finished that, for this to come at that timing, is literally amazing.
Well, you know what? It's an absolute pleasure to call your name out because, we didn't know who was going to win. So, it's really good that, you can put it into good use. Yeah, because that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Is to develop your business and to ensure that
Yeah.
your future is brighter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how would you? I mean, obviously, you've got you've secured the money now. How do you think you? Obviously, you don't have to tell everybody how you're going to. But how would that help your business move a little bit more forward, or inch forward?
I was thinking just to buy a Rolex.
See, that's my boy. That's my boy.
No, of course, I'm only joking.
Investments, but I don't think that's the investment we was talking about there.
No, of course. No, I'm only playing, guys. And the good thing is, if I was to ever try anything silly or stupid like that, my team would disown me. There'd be an intervention before I even purchase the Rolex. So
there you go.
Your uncle would have been with you by your side. You ain't going in that shop.
Oh, yeah,
You're going in that
100%,
shop for real.
100%. And sometimes that's necessary.
Yeah.
So what are we planning to do with the money? Planning to reinvest it into technology so that we can do things at we can produce at a more efficient level, maybe take on higher orders, higher quantity orders. Also, we are looking to spend some money on our marketing as well, so we can brand ourselves at a higher level and really compete. The other thing we'll be doing is just reevaluating our organizational structures and process, just making sure that we speak to the individuals we need to. So making sure from a logistics perspective, we know exactly what we're doing. From a legal perspective and an accounting perspective, we have, all I's dotted and T's crossed. So I think it's just, purchasing of equipment and spending money on the branding and marketing. And then probably investing in ourselves and our education in the additive manufacturing space, 3D printing space.
Brilliant. That's it. Good. At
That
least there is a plan there, and that will bode well moving forward. okay, because there is a bright future out there for this, you know, especially for what your company is offering to the market, you know. And obviously we will share some pictures so that people can see exactly what it is that you guys do. Here we are. So I will put this one up. I mean, tell me about this one. Is that a client of yours?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is not a real person, by the way. That's a figurine of a person.
Exactly.
Brilliant. So I won't say too much about this, and this is the funny thing about this business. Everybody that you see on our page is a real person that you might walk past
Yeah.
on the street one day. So that gentleman, he's a fellow designer himself, actually. So he designs luxury items, really good with the lathe and making things. So what we decided to do is just work with him on his own statue so that he could see what we're capable of, and perhaps we will work in exchange with him on creating some, fancy pieces. So that was the story behind that one. We made it, painted it, handed it to him. It's actually probably one of my favorite ones because I think the painting.
It's amazing. I like the print work on it. The painting is very, very, very good. Very good indeed. And is this one a smaller statue or is this what size is this one?
So I think that one is about 120 millimeters.
Okay.
Height and width.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm gonna put some more up here.
Oh, fantastic. So this is actually, it's funny that you picked this one. So this is my uncle's son. So the gentleman that was with me the day of the event, this is his son. He's a musician. His artist name is KS More Time. And that's exactly what he was wearing that day, that Mickey Mouse chain he had on.
Yeah.
That's how he had his do-rag, that's how he had his hat. He came, he sat down, we scanned him, and this is one of our best statues that we've done. Actually, they liked it so much, the family, I think in total, they've ordered around 10 of them.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
He's obviously well loved by the family, so big shout out to KS.
So it works in a repetitive kind of situation. So when you've done it, you've got the details of that print, so you can print it again and again if required.
Yeah, 100%. So we can print it an infinite amount of times, and at different scales, different sizes. We can use different materials.
I'm going to put this one up. This one I quite like as well.
That was the father and son.
Yes.
And that's such a unique picture because we don't see that. And, you know, it just spells family. It just spells us, originality.
Yeah, it does.
That's really beautiful.
Absolutely wonderful.
You know?
And to just get the scale and everything right, and to actually do the paint work and everything, that is extremely good. So I know you do the statues. So do you do any other designs, trophies? You know, what other things have you been asked to design?
We well, in terms of our capabilities, we're not limited by anything in terms of what we can design. So we can literally design anything, and then we can print it. So it's a very, very wide scope. I would say the things that people ask for, people really like the family ones, as you pointed out, and a lot of people really love their pets. Like, really love their pets. And
wow.
So that's got to be quite difficult to do if you've got, you know, because they don't keep still, do they?
There's not a cat in the world that's going to stay still for you. Good luck with that.
Like, we can't scan them in person because of that reason. They don't stand still. So what we have to do is recreate their image or try to recreate their image, which is why we haven't focused on pets predominantly thus far.
Okay.
It's a lot more effort to actually digitally draw that dog or that cat. So and the accuracy is not as high as if we used our scanner. So
I see.
We can do that, and we can product design glasses, hats, jewelry, anything that can be done in CAD design.
Okay. Anyone who's interested, you can go and have a look for yourself. at the website www.idid3d.com, and you can have a look there and obviously book your consultation. If I tell you, you'd be amazed and blown away.
So
what they're able
I've
to
got
do.
a practical question for you. So now you're scanning someone. How long does it take to scan someone?
Yeah.
Well, depending on the size of them, because like it's data. So if the
Okay.
person is like 6'7" and built like the Hulk, is gonna take a little bit longer than if it's
Okay.
someone small. But on average, we try to get it done. I'd say we've gone in quicker and quicker as time has gone on, but I'd say between 3 to 5 minutes.
I thought you
hours. I thought you were going to say hours. 3 to 5 minutes. That's nothing.
No.
That's amazing. That's the technology now, isn't it? So, to collect all the data.
Yeah, 100%.
Depending on what size they want.
Yeah.
So is it according to the
The
size?
size doesn't
No,
matter.
it doesn't matter because it will be the size of the human being that we are scanning, and then we can manipulate the size.
Reduce the size down to what you want.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
So with that being said, now if we wanted to design a trophy, we could design a trophy with the idea. We'd have to sort of get someone to, carve it or whatever, then give that to you for you to do a 3D inlay of that. Is that correct?
That's one way of doing it, or we
Okay.
can do it ourselves completely from scratch and then make it for you.
Right.
Okay. And is that a separate consultation to do that?
Yeah, that'll be a separate consultation.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's amazing what you guys can do. And once again, I can see a bright future for you all. Okay.
We will be supporting you all the way with the
as we said.
publicity, and we'll be putting it out there for everyone to see what you do. So, think very carefully about sending us some video work and so on, because we will put it out there for everyone to see. Make sure that it's got your details on it so people can not only watch it as something of an entertainment, but something of value that they can actually get in touch with you to book their, process to go through.
And to see that, how you guys are getting on. So periodically it would be lovely just to, come back on again and see us and see how you all are getting on. It would be great. As I said, we are so very proud that we're able to do this for an up and coming business like yourselves, coming into this business, offering something to customers that is innovative, that is in a way groundbreaking. That is not something that a lot of people.
It's not the norm, and you've done is you've opened the door for a lot of people who've never thought about doing something like that. Because I am thinking family who have loved ones who are at the stage in life in which they may be gone at some point soon, to have a 3D scan of them, to have that in the house. This was live. This is when that person was there with us. This is it. I mean, that's just. I'm lost for words because that is so unique.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're able to do it in 5 minutes. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
so
get the whole data done in 5 minutes, but everything else.
It's the data. It's getting the data collated to make that.
And I also want to say this: once we actually scan you and take your data through a process called rigging, which allows the movement of the human body, we can actually animate you. So if you wanted to be an animated 3D character, we can do that as well from your biometric data that you scan. And because our scanner is so high quality, it's not going to be a caricature type of 3D animation. It will look like you, but in 3D.
As an avatar.
Like an actor.
Like you in 3D, basically, like looking like you,
Wow.
but in 3D.
I think I need to see
Um,
that. You need to show us that, or put a film together
Put a
so we can put it
process.
on the group.
Put a process
show-
without
That's amazing.
showing your secrets
Yes.
naturally, but
That is
put the
Right.
process together because that sells.
yeah, that's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. Oh my gosh! So you
I
can
think
physically make an animated
character.
of me.
Wow.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
I think
That's great.
the judges
Blown
chose the
away.
right ones because damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was very hard, and as we had we said, it was wonderful to see three businesses that have a great future ahead of them, and obviously somebody has
There had
to
to
be
be
able to secure it.
one, but
So
in terms of what we've done, we have ensured that our judges, our panel of judges, are going to support all three of you in terms of
Yeah.
giving you advice, information, and sitting down with you to work with your business plan, to look at your the PR, to look at your finances and marketing, and your accountants, your accountancy. So everything will be put there for you, and regular support will be there from Black Business Recommendation and our group of the panel. So it's not just
you've got
one
it, and there you
person.
go.
One person has won it, and that's it. That's it for the day. We wanted to make sure that we support all three of you, and I'd say the other two contestants are Empower Academy, and their lead person is Daryl Chambers.
Yeah.
And the second one is?
And the second one is Tropical Box, and that was Hayden Fontanelle. So we'll be speaking with them throughout the course of the next few weeks. So do look out for that. But coming back to you, Tosin, what you explained and how the processes of what you do and how you and your business partners have come together, how you all started is absolutely amazing, and it's just the strength behind it is amazing, and I'm sure you'll just be going from strength to strength.
So let us give you one final bit of heads up information. We have just secured for you an interview and a full page ad with Pitch Black. So they will be interviewing you, a featured article to talk about your business and all aspects of your business, so that it can actually put out there to the wider community. Yeah. So, well done. And we will keep on pushing for you in terms of supporting you and making sure that what you do is seen all the way around. Well done to you.
All right.
Thank you very much, guys.
You are welcome. So this is your time now, all right, to plug now.
Plug to your heart's content.
And let everybody know where to find you. Where are you? Where you're based? Everything, right? Your time now.
So quick disclaimer, guys, we didn't plan to all wear the blue t-shirt.
Yeah, but look at that. We got the memo.
Just in case anyone thinks. Yeah, indeed. So guys, if you want to find us, go to Instagram and type in I did 3D. So that's ID3D. Our website is idid3d.com. And for any product design needs, please do get in contact. We're happy to do a consultation, figure out how we can add some innovation to your brand and help you to connect with your audience. Anybody who wants a statue, an action figure, for the statues, that we really think of them as legacy pieces, because it will capture your essence. Whatever pose you do in the moment, whatever you're wearing, whatever expression you have in your face, that will be captured forever. It's like the new frontier of images, because it's a step further. It's something tangible. We think that the future of manufacturing could possibly be, us actually producing our own products. So turning us from just being consumers to being creators, and we want to be part of that next generation. So anyone with any innovative ideas, get in contact with us. We're open for collaborations. Any businesses that want to produce products that are original, bespoke, customized, and also link with Web 3.0 to create more engagement over time. Let us know. We're all over that. So yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
yes.
we've got some great ideas, but we'll discuss that with you because we've got some great ideas. So yes, that's definitely will be coming to you. All I can say is I'm totally blown away by the possibilities that you guys have actually begun. And, you know, it is for Black Business Recommendation to keep on promoting you. And it's an absolute honor for us to do so, because as our first inaugural winner of the £10,000, you're just a stepping stone. And I can see that that money is just a stepping stone towards where you are ultimately going. And we want to be there on that journey with you to support you all the way. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, excellent. So everyone, this is what we do. Okay. It's about pushing the envelope and us forward, shining a light on fabulous businesses and innovative businesses.
Absolutely.
Such as Tosin's company. All right, so we're looking to do it all again.
Yeah, we're doing it all again.
All right,
next,
because we just want to push more businesses forward, as many as possible, and to make sure that they're able to sustain as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, tonight has been a revelation. And as far as we can see, the right organization, right business was chosen. And for the two who didn't quite make it, I know they'll be applying next year. I know this, right? So we're going to do it again. So people, be prepared. If you know of any businesses who you'd like to nominate to apply for the another £10,000, just, you know, keep your eye out, because we'll be putting it out there and we'll be spreading it far and wide so that people know what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
This is real and this is for us.
So thank you very much, Tosin, for being with us tonight. I know that you've literally just been flat out with business and so on. So it's a pleasure to have you with us, and we will be in contact with you again. All right. But
very, very shortly.
We'll say thank you for coming on. We look forward to your journey. All right. And we'll speak again soon. Okay.
All right. Blessings to you.
Much appreciated.
You take care, my dear.
Blessing to you.
Blessing to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, everybody.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go.
That was Tosin from I Did 3D. And as I said, go and check them out. It's amazing what they do. Okay. So as you said, obviously, we'd like to say thank you to everybody that was involved and that came to the Excellence Award. It was amazing. We'd also like to say thank you to our usual sponsors, Marshall and Brown, Jamaica Valley, and Dalgety Teas.
Yes.
Okay, and it was amazing to have them there in full support for the evening. So I think going forward
next week we have one of the runners up.
Yes.
So I think tune in at 8 o'clock and we'll have a deep conversation and see where they're at. And they are actually mighty powerful too.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. So, you know,
Empower Academy. Yeah. And we'll be speaking with Daryl Chambers. Okay. Right. So we look forward to seeing you all then. But don't go away too soon because we're going to show you what we do. We're going to finish off with that. And this is us supporting businesses as best as we can all the time. Okay.
Absolutely.
So have a great week ahead. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Okay. Yep. Take care and have a wonderful week.
All right then, everybody. Blessings. Good night to you.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.